To millions, Brad Pitt is Hollywood's golden boy. Handsome, talented, untouchable. But even golden boys have shadows. Behind the movie star's smile lies a history of scandals, broken marriages, and ugly whispers. Fans see charm, but insiders tell a darker story. And once you hear it, you'll never see Brad Pitt the same way again. The man the world crowned as perfect may have built his kingdom on chaos. And that chaos still follows him today. Beneath the red carpets and flashing lights, Brad carries scars that no makeup can cover. And those scars tell the story Hollywood never wanted to share. Brad's marriage to Angelina Jolie was the romance that captivated the world. Together they adopted children, traveled to war zones, and became Hollywood's power couple until everything shattered. In 2016, news broke of a violent argument on a private plane. Jolie accused Brad of abuse, claiming he physically and verbally lashed out at one of their children. The FBI and Child Services even investigated the claims, though no charges were filed. The divorce turned into an endless custody battle, with sealed documents hinting at details darker than the public ever saw. Insiders whispered about Brad's drinking, his temper, and his inability to control the chaos at home. The golden couple's empire collapsed, and Brad's carefully polished image took a hit it never fully recovered from. Before Angelina, Brad's marriage to Jennifer Aniston was the fairy tale of Hollywood. They were the golden couple, America's sweetheart and Hollywood's golden boy. But everything changed when Brad met Angelina on the set of Mr. Damble and Mrs. Smith. Rumors of an affair spread like wildfire. Soon after, Brad walked away from Jen, leaving fans heartbroken. The scandal split Hollywood in two: Team Jen versus Team Angelina, and the betrayal still defines him in the eyes of many. For Jennifer, it was public humiliation. For Brad, it was the start of his Brangelina empire. But to the world, it was a wound that never fully healed. Even today, memes and headlines drag Brad back into the triangle he created. To some, he's an actor. To others, he's forever the man who broke Jennifer Aniston's heart. Brad has openly admitted to his battles with alcohol and marijuana, confessing that his substance use was one of the reasons Angelina filed for divorce. Insiders describe nights of heavy drinking, reckless arguments, and moments of rage fueled by his addictions. He revealed in interviews that he would drink until he blacked out, drowning in loneliness and chaos. After his split with Angelina, Brad finally checked himself into therapy and recovery, admitting he needed to change. He now claims to be sober, rebuilding his life one step at a time. But critics argue the damage is permanent. His addictions not only broke his family, but left cracks in his reputation that will never fade. The whispers of the Golden Boy's downfall remain etched into Hollywood history. Beyond the scandals, Brad built an empire with Plan B Entertainment, producing Oscar-winning films like 12 Years a Slave and Moonlight. But insiders whisper that behind the artistry lies ruthless business. Directors complain of his ego, co-stars describe clashes, and producers quietly admit that Brad pulls strings to protect his image. He's not just an actor, he's a Hollywood power broker, with influence that reaches far beyond the screen. Whispers say he uses his position to cut deals, silence rivals, and shape projects in his favor. The world sees his effortless charm. Insiders see a strategist who plays the game as ruthlessly as anyone. In Hollywood, power is everything, and Brad has learned to spend it like currency. So who is Brad Pitt, really? The golden boy adored by millions, or the flawed man haunted by betrayal, addiction, and feuds? His story is a reminder that perfection is only skin deep. To the public, he's still a symbol of Hollywood glamour. But to insiders, he's a man scarred by choices, whispers, and battles that never truly ended. Maybe that's why fans can't stop watching him, because beneath the golden glow is a man who stumbled, who bled, who hid his shadows behind his smile. Brad Pitt's crown may shine under the spotlight, but the cracks in it tell the real story, a story Hollywood would rather keep hidden. Once upon a time, Johnny Depp was Hollywood's most beloved star, the eccentric genius, the man behind Jack Sparrow, the king of cool. But behind the quirky roles and rebel image lies a story far darker. Whispers of violence, lawsuits, and destructive habits turned him from legend to tabloid headline. Fans saw magic, but insiders saw mayhem. And once you know the truth, Johnny Depp is no longer a pirate, he's a storm. A storm that nearly sank his career forever. His charm hid a darkness that cost him friends, fortune, and fame. And that darkness still lingers, waiting to pull him back under. Johnny's marriage to Amber Heard spiraled into one of the most explosive scandals in Hollywood history. At first, they looked like a glamorous couple, but soon accusations of abuse erupted on both sides. Heard accused Depp of violence, sharing bruises and emotional testimony. Depp fought back, accusing her of manipulation and lies. Their legal battle stretched across years, culminating in a 2022 defamation trial that exposed shocking text messages, recordings, and private details of their toxic relationship. Millions watched live as Depp's reputation hung in the balance. Though he won the case, the trial divided the world, some calling him a victim, others still calling him guilty. The storm may have passed, but the stains on his legacy remain. Johnny's demons weren't just in his relationships, they lived in his veins. For decades, Depp battled alcohol and drug addiction. Friends and colleagues described wild nights of excess, blackouts, and destructive behavior. In court, shocking details emerged: millions spent on wine, drug binges that left him incoherent, and erratic spending that made headlines. Directors whispered about late arrivals, missed lines, and a man spiraling on set. Fans saw a quirky genius. Insiders saw a star losing control. Even after rehab, the whispers of relapse lingered, leaving many wondering if Johnny's demons ever truly let him go. Depp wasn't just battling himself, he was at war with Hollywood. His fallout with Disney over Pirates of the Caribbean devastated fans, but insiders said the studio couldn't risk his scandals anymore. He sued tabloids for defamation, fought with ex-managers who accused him of reckless spending, and clashed with producers who called him unreliable. Once considered untouchable, Depp became toxic, a man studios no longer wanted to gamble on. To his fans, it was an injustice. To Hollywood, it was business. The pirate who once ruled the seas was now stranded, abandoned by the very industry he had made billions for. Despite earning hundreds of millions, Johnny's fortune burned away in a haze of excess. His former managers claimed he spent $2 million a month, funding private islands, yachts, mansions, and endless luxury. Depp fired back, suing them for mismanagement, but their countersuits revealed shocking spending habits. From firing cannons to scatter Hunter S. Thompson's ashes, to buying dozens of homes, to collecting expensive art, Johnny's empire was built on sand. Fans were stunned to learn their favorite star was nearly bankrupt. Critics said it proved what they already knew: Depp's life off-screen was just as chaotic as the characters he played. So who is Johnny Depp really? The eccentric artist who gave us unforgettable roles, or the troubled man whose addictions, lawsuits, and chaos nearly destroyed him? To fans, he'll always be Captain Jack Sparrow, the rebel who lived by his own rules. But the truth is darker. Depp's life became the very storm he tried to escape, full of scandals, secrets, and scars that never healed. Maybe that's why people can't look away, because Johnny Depp isn't just a movie star. He's a mystery, and mysteries don't end, they linger. And this one may haunt Hollywood forever.